goes to a single track every single year to go all-star racing. For Hammer Down Racing Series, it's no different. Tonight, we go to South Florida at Homestead-Miami Speedway to race 67 laps to see who is the best of the best in the NASCAR or in the HDRS Cup Series. Hello, everyone. I'm HDRS Canute 907. I am your host for tonight's race. Getting set for the Hammer Down Racing Series All-Star event. As I said, 67 laps around this 1.5 mile speedway. We've got stage races going on tonight. Qualifying has already been done. Or excuse me, waiting on qualifying to get started here shortly. Little bit of info here about this racetrack. It is a 1.5 mile speedway. It was originally, when it was originally built, it was a squared or rectangular shaped, fairly flat racetrack. After I believe it was John Hunter Nemechek's uncle, John Nemechek. He got into a horrible accident in the Truck Series race there back in 1997, I believe, and that caused a repaving of the racetrack from the then miniature Indianapolis Motor Speedway and made it more of an oval track. When the NASCAR Cup Series first ran there, Tony Stewart won the first two races in 1999 and 2000. And then in 2003, they reconfigured the racetrack again and made it a progressive banked 1.5 mile speedway ranging from 18 to 20 degrees in the corners. And this track is still very much a challenging racetrack, but we look forward to seeing a whole bunch of passing going on tonight, 2 wide racing, perhaps even 3 wide racing, as the Hammer Down Cup Series gets set to go racing for our All-Star events. Waiting on a qualifying order. Like I said, I believe they're getting set to go, or they are in the process of qualifying. They'll be doing 17 laps here. I believe that the stages in this race will be somewhere around 13, maybe a little bit more laps in stage 1 and stage 2. If there's enough guys in the race, they will have to be eliminated. But once again, it's all based on how many guys were able to make it because of the schedule shift that we had to deal with this week, with the servers being down Thursday or Wednesday night into Thursday and coming back online early this morning. Like I said, just waiting on some starting lineups here. Quick lap that we should be looking for will be in the low to mid 31s here. Looking at the daily fastest lap time, time to beat for the day is 31:452. For the week, we are looking at a 31:263 with FRR's True Death holding the fast time. Our own Silence actually is in the top 10, not too far off of True Death's time. Let's see what our Hammer Down guys can do going through this race. This race being 3 times tire wear. I expect tires and fuel to last somewhere around probably 16, 17, maybe 18 laps at most. Once again, with Hammer Down, there is no fuel saving, so expect everyone to be charging as hard as they can for 67 laps here, minus the 6 laps for stage breaks. taking a quick look from the Xfinity Series best laps here. The fastest lap for the day going to the winner of the Xfinity Series All-Star Race, Icy Era, with a 31.669 tongue punch. Got a very fast lap at 7:41. I tied him. Filski with a 7:43. May Dale, who was so strong throughout the entire Xfinity Series All-Star Race, getting a 7:82. Golf Pro getting a 7:94. B. Nizzy getting a 9:07. Unfortunately, the only Hammer Down Racing driver to not get on the top 10 tonight was Collins. But don't worry, buddy. We'll be able to get you up there at some point. I promise you. Looking at the weekly leaderboard, most of us are pretty well on there actually for the Xfinity Series. 9 out of 10 of the weekly leaderboard belong to the Hammer Down Racing Series. Once again, just waiting on the Cup Series to finish up their qualifying run. They should be doing a quick qualifying session, 4-tire pit stop, no fuel needed to be taken, and then the race will, or the starting lineup will be based off of the finishing order of that qualifying race. So we'll be waiting a little bit to see who starts where. A little bit of track facts for Homestead-Miami Speedway. Once again, it's been reconfigured a couple times since its creation back in the mid-90s. Give me a second, I'll bring up the Wikipedia page. That'll help me out here. The track currently seats 46,000 spectators in the grandstands. It was originally built, or they broke ground back in August of 1993, so just a shade over 30 years ago. Homestead-Miami Speedway was built, and it opened in November of 1995. It took $70 million to build the facility. NASCAR Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Camping World Truck Series now going to be the Craftsman Truck Series once again in the 2023 season. Those are the three major motorsports series that compete there. The IZOD, formerly IZOD, now Verizon IndyCar Series, now no longer races at the Homestead-Miami Speedway, but they used to. Sam Hornish currently holds the fastest lap ever recorded at the Homestead-Miami Speedway with a lap of 24.682 miles an hour. That is flying around this racetrack back in the Dallara IR 2003 IndyCar. They also ran sports cars, the Grand American Rolex Sports Car Series, now the IMSA Rolex Sports Car Series, used to race there. The fastest lap ever recorded on that road course was by Buddy Rice in a Coyote Daytona prototype with a lap of 1 minute 12.136. In the old oval, before the track was reconfigured, Dario Franchitti held the fastest lap in a Champ car, actually, in a 26.825 second lap. And then the rectangular oval, Greg Moore, the former IndyCar driver, passed away at Auto Club Speedway back in 1997. He He had the fastest lap on the oval back in 1995 or back in 1996 with a fairly similar lap time to the oval track. So we get set to go racing here shortly. We appreciate all you folks joining us for tonight's presentation of the Hammer Down Cup Series race at the All-Star race at Homestead-Miami Speedway. 67 laps. Getting ready to be up on the board for the Cup Series. Still waiting on a starting lineup. I believe that they're just assembling the room as we speak. As we get set to go racing once again for 67 laps. Now, the original format for this race was supposed to be, or at least last year's All-Star race was supposed to be, 4 cars were eliminated at the end of each stage. The top 3 from the Xfinity Series have been invited to run with the Cup Series guys. And it looks like our buddy Dark Knight will be streaming tonight's race. So it looks like qualifying is underway at this time. At least as of the last lap that was ran. It looks like the 41 machine of Icy Era is leading this race, or the qualifying race at least. Not sure that he has made his pit stop yet. But Dark Knight currently runs in the 8th spot. King Pile runs 7th. KSJ in 6th. It looks like Jared is running in 9th with Dunlap able to make it in 10th spot. Once again, just waiting for qualifying to finish up. They are in the last couple of laps here. I believe they'll be coming to the white flag this time by. And it looks like it will end up being Icy Era taking home the victory in the qualifying race. Oh, nope, someone just barely beat him. That would be the number 88 machine. Ending up with the victory. May Dale getting the stage win. Icy Era must have run out of fuel because both May Dale and Death Before Dishonor are able to complete the pass on Icy Era. Twoon came home in the 4th spot with Frankensteinson in 5th, KSJ in 6th, King Pile in 7th, Jared in 8th. Dark Knight in 8th, Jared in 9th, and Dunlap looks like coming home in the 10th spot. So good run there for everybody. And just make sure that I get any stragglers. Look like Stag came home in 11th with Visceral Killer coming home in 12th. We'll see what happens with Visceral as he will be running off of hotspot Wi-Fi this evening, unfortunately suffering some internet troubles. Thanks to, or courtesy of Frontier. So now we wait for the invite for the All-Star race. Not sure if they're going to build a new room tonight or not, but we will wait and see. Again, thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series. Please watch, or please like the stream, like the video if you're watching afterwards, and please subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all the views and subscriptions that we can get. And feel free to comment, talk about whatever you like. I'll try to answer as many questions as you can, or as I can, as I'm riding shotgun tonight, or flying solo tonight. Unfortunately, my broadcast partner, Shady Acres, unable to make it this evening, as he has prior commitments that were made up thanks to the servers being down Wednesday and Thursday evening. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night as the Hammer Down Racing Truck Series will also be taking on the Homestead-Miami Speedway. I believe they will be going for approximately 40-something laps. I'm not fully sure. It is 25% distance. So let me think. If I break out my calculator here, I'll be able to get a more solid answer. Alright, so we're looking at 33 laps tomorrow night for the Truck Series. And 67 laps tonight for the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series. Truck Series always puts on a fantastic show as they run on sliders. If you'd like to join, please join our Facebook page, Hammer Down Racing Series. And if you'd like, get in contact with our league owners. HDRS King Pile and HDRS Mr. or the Mr. Twoon are the league owners. If you'd like to get in contact with them, they'll be more than happy to give you a test drive, or rather a test race. And see how well you do. Again, sorry for the delay as the Hammer Down Cup Series All-Star race gets set to get underway here. It looks like Dark Knight is joining the room as we speak. Once again, it will be 3 times tire wear tonight, 67 laps. Stage 1 should be approximately 15 or so laps. Looking at probably a tire and fuel run, should be wearing them at about the same rate. Tire and fuel should last probably 16 to 18 laps. So perhaps in stage 3 we can look forward to seeing green flag pit stops. And we'll just have to wait and see what stage 1 and stage 2 look like. We also stream on Twitch. Follow myself, HDRS Canute 907, on Twitch for the Hammer Down Racing Series. That's HDRS Racing Series on Twitch. If you'd like to tune in to my in-car for the Xfinity Series race, HDRS King Pile and HDRS Mr. the Twoon, or the Mr. Twoon, will be calling the shots on Friday nights. Excuse me, Thursday nights for the Xfinity Series race. And we've gotten an invite, just waiting on the word to join. As we get set for 67 laps at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. Not too far away from South Beach, not far away from the Everglades.
Let's go.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the spectacle that is the Hammer Down Racing Series, the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series. Once again, the All-Star Race, 67 laps. That includes the stage breaks. And Maydale will be starting on pole with Death Before Dishonor, starting outside front row. Maydale in the 88, Death Before Dishonor in the 24 machine as we go racing. It looks like Maydale has the advantage going into turns 1 and 2. Death Before Dishonor trying to hold on the top side, but here comes Icy Era down in the inside. He's got the run and he is clear. Now Icy taking a look down on the inside of Maydale as they head into turns 3 and 4. Can Icy clear? But I think that Maydale might have the better run on the top side. He's got a push from Death Before Dishonor coming off of turn 4. Maydale leads lap 1. Maydale comes down on the bottom. Now he drifts up to get that better run off of turn 2. You notice Icy Era got a little loose there coming off of turn 2. That is very characteristic of this racetrack. You want to enter or exit as wide as you can to keep your car from getting loose. Oh, a little bit of contact there between the 24 and the 41. No harm, no foul. We remain green. As now Maydale pulls out to a 2-car length lead. Make that 4-car lengths. Oh, as Death Before Dishonor's dropped back a little bit. Looks like he must have gotten back into the wall. 2-car getting up into the wall. That didn't exactly see who that was. That might be, and cycled back there. Oh, that's Frankensteinson. Frankensteinson struggling with the handling on that number 2 machine this evening. By the looks of things, looks like he's got some adjustments to make on the front of that car, or on that car, going into the end of stage 1. Oh, Maydale loose off of turn 4. He gets into the inside wall. As he gets back underway, we have a new leader. That's Icy Era, followed up by the Mr. Twoon. The 2 Stuart Haas Racing teammates leading this field. And creeping up into the picture there, and that number 8 machine is last year's Cup and Xfinity Series champion, Dark Knight. Looks like the number 21 machine trying to take a peek on the inside. I believe that's KSJ. And the 21 machine. Let me cycle around here and get a better picture. I thought I saw someone maybe getting a little loose there coming off of turn 2, but looks like we remain green for now. As King Pile tries to look to make a move on the number 24 of Death Before Dishonor. Yes, Eric, Death Before Dishonor is streaming. Oh, but the 21 hard into the inside wall. That is KSJ, so tough break for KSJ. Look, Eric, look up Barry Springer. Barry Springer is streaming in the number 8 machine. That's Dark Knight. As he now starts to close in on the leaders as we fall in and watch the Mr. Twoon. Tight battle between the top 3 right now, as Twoon looks like he's content with falling right behind his teammate, maybe giving him a good strong push. Going through 3 and 4, a little contact with the wall. Twoon's up into the wall, and Icy able to continue on. Dark Knight now moves up into the 2nd, and now move the 12 machine of Visceral Killer. Visceral Killer with that cell phone hotspot Wi-Fi. Moving his way up into the 3rd spot. So Twoon back into 4th. Frankensteinson once again struggling with the handling on that number 2 machine. As we got some side-by-side action between Death Before Dishonor and Stag. Stag takes over the 5th spot in that number 3 machine. Death Before Dishonor back into 6th. King Pile back in 7th with the 21 of KSJ back in 8th. And the 17 machine that belongs to Jared, he is running in the 9th spot. Dunlap is, he's lost touch with the leaders by the looks of things here. So we should have 12 racers in tonight's race. And it looks like we have a battle for the lead. Icy Era able to hang on for right now. But here comes Death Before Dark Knight on the inside off of turn 4. He's able to make it stick. Can he have the run? Oh, little contact made. Icy able to hold on the top side. Dark Knight drifts up a little bit. That allows the 12 and the 4 to close in through 1 and 2. So now make this a 4-car battle as they head towards 3 and 4. Fantastic racing coming from the Hammer Down Racing All-Stars, the Cup drivers. Doing a fantastic job here tonight. Give me a moment here. I'll try and see if I can get a lap count as these top 4 racers continue to do battle, trying to size each other up, see what kind of car they have. There's Dark Knight taking a look on the inside. They make a little contact. Visceral Killer and Toon are right there. Dark Knight able to hang on to second spot, but here comes Visceral. Down on the inside, what a strong move in that number 12 machine. That Ford Mustang is on rails tonight. Visceral mentioned that he wasn't sure how good of a connection he would have, but looks like he's running strong right now. Now Dark Knight back down on the inside of Icy Era for the lead. Icy able to hold on off of turn 4. Definitely looks like the top side is where you'll want to be if you want to hang on to that spot, get that run off the corner. And now Icy Era is trying to hold off the 12 of Visceral Killer with Dark Knight giving him a push. A little bit of 3 wide action going on here. Not this time, Dark Knight. You have to fall back into third. Now he'll move up the track and maybe see if he can give a push to the number 41 machine of Icy Era. Good, strong run from the 41 machine. He's had to deal with a little bit of a heartbreak over this season here. So many chances to win come up short, but looks like he's holding on strong so far tonight in this first stage. Dark Knight making another move down on the inside. Can he make it work? Nope, not this time. Here comes Visceral Killer with a look. Nope, he'll fall right back in the line. Meanwhile, Mr. Twoon holding on tight to 4th spot. As here comes Visceral Killer down on the inside for 2nd. Oh, Visceral a little loose off of 4. Here comes Twoon, maybe taking a look up top. Not happening this time. Meanwhile, King Pile has moved up into the 5th spot with Death Before Dishonor trying to hold off Stag once again for the 6th position. And so far, Death Before Dishonor able to hang on in that number 24 Exalta Chevrolet. Back up front. Visceral Killer got a little loose there off of 4. Nope, he's still right up front here. Twoon fighting side by side with the number 12 machine of Visceral Killer. Dark Knight holding on to 2nd. And Icy Era up front as here comes Dark Knight with another look yet again. And it looks like Twoon is going to fall back. Now Dark Knight with a run. Is that the end of the stage? Yes, that is the end of the stage. Stage win goes to Icy Era. So Icy Era just narrowly beating out Dark Knight. Visceral Killer coming home in 3rd. The Mr. Twoon coming in 4th with King Pile running out the top 5 in stage 1. Good racing, boys. Let's see what you can do here in stage number 2. So it looks like we will get set to re-rack them and go for another, I believe, 15 laps. I didn't get to see how many laps there were in stage 1. Unfortunately, Dark Knight stream only allows for 144 lines, so we'll just have to deal with it as it is. So Visceral Killer will lead some to the green here. Dark Knight running in second. Icy Era down on the bottom in third. Let's see what he can do there. Oh, King Pile was shoved up the track there after a little bit of contact, so he'll fall back. Maydale's back into the mix in the 88 machine as well. Here comes Stag and Dark Knight down on the bottom trying to make headway. Oh, Dark Knight with a little bit of contact up top side. He might take over the top spot from Visceral Killer. He's got the position. Here comes Icy Era following right behind. He'll give a little bit of a push to the 8 machine coming off of turn 2. Stag with a move down low. Frankenstein spinning on the backstretch. Oh, heavy damage to the front end of that discount tire Ford Mustang. With just one car involved, we will stay green. Back up front, it is Visceral Killer back out in front. Stag trying to fight with his teammate Dark Knight for the second spot. Oh, Icy Era loose off of 2, gets into his teammate. And it looks like we will have our first caution of the night. So Icy Era involved, perhaps Maydale in the 88 as well. Yes, it looks that way. So once again, that will bring out the first caution of the night. This track so very treacherous. If you got to be honestly, I believe that the best line around this racetrack in both the Cup and the Xfinity cars is that middle line. That middle of the top line will keep your car the steadiest and the most stable. If you try to run the bottom and are forced to stay down low, that is prone to make your car loose. So as we get set to go back to green flag racing, KSJ now your leader. Looks like KSJ elected to stay out. Let's see what older tires versus newer tires looks like. From the front end, those two cars look pretty similar, but there's just enough to be able to tell the differences. Dark Knight with a move down on the inside. Can he use the 21 car as a pick to get around the 12? Looks like he will do so. A little bit more contact. Oh, we have another caution. See if we can find out who is involved this time. And it looks like that's the 41 of Icy Era once again. This time with Dunlap and the 32 machine involved. So caution number 2. Dark Knight, your leader. KSJ in second. Surely KSJ will make a pit stop. That probably was a fantastically brilliant move by KSJ, pulling off the strategy and able to hang on to that second spot. Get some track position there. Get some 4 tires. Don't worry about fuel for this stage. Oh, no. Looks like KSJ had to fall back a little bit. So Dark Knight and Visceral Killer are your top 2. Maydale be with you in third. Mr. Twoon in the 4th spot, and KSJ back to 5th. So we go back to green flag racing. Dark Knight with the edge off of turns 1 and 2, and Maydale able to follow him right through on the bottom line. So on the restarts, for sure, you want to be on that bottom lane, but as soon as you can, clear that top lane and get up into the middle lane to get that run off the corner and keep those above you at bay, if at all possible. So Dark Knight leads them. Visceral Killer back up into the second spot. Here comes Death Before Dishonor in the 24 machine. He leads Stag, trying to move up there. Mr. Twoon has been moving up in the field as well. Yes, absolutely, Eric. When these guys have fun, they know how to have fun. A lot of laughter, I'm sure, going on in that chatter. As Icy Era starting to make his way back up through the field here, up into the 6th spot by the looks of things. Ooh, it's getting tight off of 4. Visceral Killer had to drop down low. Death Before Dishonor may be able to clear heading into 1 and 2. Nope, he is on the top side. Now he clears. So Dark Knight leads, Death Before Dishonor in second. Icy Era back up into third as he slides down low, trying to keep it off the wall. What fantastic racing from these Cup Series competitors. Maydale putting on a great show as well in that number 88 machine in the Chevy Goods Camaro. Death Before Dishonor there running in second. Here comes Icy Era. He gets loose off of 2, as does Visceral. They're able to hang on to it though. Tough luck being on the bottom. Definitely not where you want to be with that low or less rebanking on the bottom lane of turn 1 and 2, as well as 3 and 4. You have to put that much more wheel into it. That can make your car loose. And then the transition back off of turn each of these corners can make your car very, very loose. A couple cars look like they got into the wall there, but looks like we stay racing as 3 wide. Death gets up into the wall. A little bit of contact. More contact. Maydale may be down in the wall. Oh, big accident. Death Before Dishonor is around. And that will bring out our 3rd caution of the night. That will end the stage as well, as Dark Knight brings home the victory in stage number 2. So 1 for Icy Era, 1 for Dark Knight. Now it's time to see who can come out on top. Looks like Twoon was able to come home in the 2nd spot, once again with the low resolution from our buddy Dark Knight on my stream. Not able to really see who's where. Let me cycle around back up front here. It will be Dark Knight and Icy Era leading them to the green. Stag down there in the 3rd spot in the number 3 machine. And there's KSJ running well in 3rd now. Icy Era making a move down on the inside. He's going to bring the 21 machine with him. But it looks like Icy... Oh, a little bit of contact. More contact. KSJ moves Icy Era up into the wall. 3 wide, 4 wide. Icy up into the wall. Holy cow, I can't believe they made that work. Unfortunately, Icy Era came out with the short end of the stick, falling back out of the top 10. But now KSJ leads Mr. Twoon with Visceral Killer there in the 3rd spot. Ford's putting on a great showing so far tonight. Here comes Dark Knight down on the inside, as Twoon now goes to the lead, or goes for the lead underneath the 21 of KSJ. With a push from the 12 of Visceral Killer, Twoon will move up into the lead. Visceral Killer making a move down on the inside now. See if he can have a run. Not clear of the 21 machine, unfortunately for him. As Twoon leads through 3 and 4 now. Visceral Killer now clears the 21 on up in a second. Here he comes with a run. Oh, death before dishonor into the wall. Down in the inside wall, that's dangerous territory. Once again, getting loose up off the corner. So easy to happen at this 1.5 mile oval speedway. So Twoon leads with KSJ in second, Visceral Killer third, Dark Knight in fourth spot. It looks like that's the 32 of Dunlap running in fifth. He wasn't originally going to race tonight, electing to watch some wrestling, and then he realized what time it was, and he got the late invite. Now he's running up in the fifth spot. King piled down low on the backstretch. Will he be making his pit stop? Coming up here, we'll keep an eye on things. Nope, not happening yet. So Twoon still leads KSJ with a look down on the inside. Not quite there, as Visceral Killer will take a look back from the nose of Twoon. Visceral Killer back there in third, with Dark Knight in the fourth spot. Here comes KSJ with a run. Not quite able to get alongside, but KSJ looks like he's got a pretty strong piece here tonight at the Homestead-Miami Speedway here in Stage 3 of the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series All-Star Race. A little bit of contact between teammates. Visceral Killer had a run, made a little bit of contact with KSJ's quarter panel. That allowed KSJ to run away. And now Dark Knight up into the third spot, at least for now. Visceral Killer's holding on strong on the top side. But now Dark Knight will clear, coming up off of 4. Let's cycle back a little bit. Stag spins out off of turn 4. Was there contact made? It looks like we will stay green for right now. Tough luck for the number 3 machine. KSJ in second, Dark Knight in third, Visceral Killer in fourth, trying to hold off Maydale Be With You in the 88 machine. And the 32 of Dunlap. That is your top 6. Taking a look, trying to see who's gonna need to make a pit stop here. A little bit of argy-bargy going on back there with the 32 of Dunlap. He's able to hang on to it for right now. Here comes KSJ as Twoon gets up into the wall. KSJ with the opportunity, he takes the lead. What a chance to capitalize for the Motorcraft Ford of KSJ. Here comes Dark Knight with a look on the inside. KSJ up into the wall now. Dark Knight will take 2 and move into the top spot. What a 1.5 miles that was. So Dark Knight now leads Mr. Twoon. Dunlap running in the third spot, with Maydale Be With You in fourth, KSJ in fifth, and Visceral Killer in sixth. Can the Penske drivers make their way back up through the top 5 here? Dark Knight looking to block Twoon as they come off a 2. Twoon giving him a push down the backstretch. And now here comes Dunlap with a move down on the inside of Twoon. Twoon up into the wall again. Oh, hard contact. Big crash. Maydale Be With You involved. Dunlap. That should bring out the caution. It will. 4 cars involved there. I believe KSJ was included. Maybe Visceral Killer as well. But now we will re-rack them. And this would probably make these guys set to go the rest of the way in this final stage of the Hammer Down Cup Series All-Star event here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. So Dark Knight leads. Death Before Dishonor will restart in second. King Pile up to third now with the 17 machine of Jared up to fourth as we go back to Green Flag Racing. Frankensteinson in fifth, KSJ in sixth now. Oh, another accident. Looks like that could be... I have to cycle around here. Twoon and Visceral Killer. The 4 and the 12 machines involved in that accident make that caution number 5 on the night. So once again, we will re-rack them. And get ready to get back to racing. I invite you folks to please tune in and watch tomorrow night as the Hammer Down Truck Series Slider Edition will take on Homestead-Miami Speedway for their All-Star Racing event, 33 laps. And we get ready to go Green Flag Racing once again. King Pile now outside of row 1. With Dark Knight leading off into 1 and 2. KSJ is right there as well. Stag up on top of row number 3 there, trying to hold off Visceral Killer. And it looks like Dark Knight will be able to clear heading off into 1 and 2. King Pile right there. Moving on up through the field. He's in second, looking to take the lead and potentially the win from the number 8 machine of Dark Knight. Maydell, we'd be with you back into the picture. Stag trying to make his move as well as Dark Knight trying to make a move here. He's back to the lead. Here comes King Pile with the crossover down on the inside. Will it work as they head through 3 and 4? He drives it in there. He takes over the lead, but here comes Dark Knight. A little bit of contact. Oh! What? Oh, big calamity. Multiple cars involved. Icy Era, Twoon involved. Lots of Fords involved in that accident. Visceral Killer, Frankensteinson. Man, he just can't catch a break tonight. As well as the 21 machine of KSJ. Let's get 4 more tires on him. Repair some damage. Get set to go back to Green Flag Racing here. Stag could possibly be in the lead here now. Death Before Dishonor up there as well. Dunlap, Dark Knight in the top 5. Maydell be with you there as well as Jared in the number 17 machine. Here we go. Death Before Dishonor leads them back to green. There's Dunlap up top there in second. Remember last season here in the Hammer Down Racing Series, both those two went blow for blow in the Xfinity Series. And here comes Jared with a move down the inside. He gets loose down on the inside wall, as does Frankensteinson. We continue back to Green Flag Racing. Or we continue with Green Flag Racing. Here comes Dunlap up on the top side on the number 8 machine. Here's Stag down on the bottom into 3. 3 wide. A little bit of contact. Visceral Killer up into the wall there. And he's around. Ooh. Tough break for the number 12. Oh, 3 wide and contact. Cars up into the wall. That's Icy Era, Dark Knight falling back. back to about 6th, maybe 7th position now. Nope, a little bit further up than that. 5th or 6th now as Dunlap leads as we head to the final or closing laps here. That's Dunlap leading the number 88 machine of Maydale, and here comes Stagg down on the inside. A little bit of contact there between King Pile and another car. We're able to stay under green for right now. Stagg to the lead now is, oh, Dunlap way down low. We're 3 wide once again. More 3 wide racing, lots of pushing and shoving going on. Oh, it's tight, it's tight. This could end in tears. Somehow we made it through that. Holy cow. Oh, Dunlap up in the wall. King Pile on the wall as well. Oh, cars being shoved all around. The 21's around, the 14's around. Dunlap up into the wall. Is that the race? That is the race. Stagg comes home your winner with Twoon in 2nd. And Maydale be with you in the 3rd spot. What a finish! Stagg was up there all race long, being quiet though, and he just came out of nowhere and took home this victory tonight. So once again, Stagg wins. Twoon comes home in 2nd. With Maydale be with you coming home in the 3rd spot. What a race, what a race, what a race. Let me get some of these guys invited into this room here. And don't forget, these guys will be back for the for Darlington Raceway. Let me get Stagg and Twoon in here, as well as Maydale. Maydale be with you. Oh, I gotta go back to the party here. Add players. There we are. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There's Stagg. There's Twoon. And we will add Maydale be with you as well. And there he is, your winner of the NASCAR or the HDRS Cup All-Star Race. Stagg, where did you come from?
I don't know.
Well, I tell you what, that was one heck of a race. Tell us about that last stage.
It all came down to that caution the last 4 laps. I know Paul was behind me. I was on the bottom line. He gave me a big push into the corner. I was off the gas. It pushed me into the top line. Slid the top line up, and from there, I think the only person in front of me was, I think, Dunlap, and he didn't have fresher tires, so it wasn't too hard.
Well, it was a lot of fun to watch, that's for sure. Great racing, all of you guys. Stagg, you you were up front most of the race. How did your car feel? Did you find any particular spot a little bit more troubling to get through than others? It looked like everyone was struggling down the low side.
Yeah, low side was hard. Low side was loose, especially on restarts, and after about 8 to 10 laps, started getting looser. Feels good to win here. 2 seasons ago, last time I ran Cup, I took the regular season race at Homestead, so it's good to, I guess, defend my win, sorta.
All right, fantastic job, buddy. And we will see you next week for Darlington. So I'll bid you good night. We've got May Dale in here as well. Dale, you almost had some redemption there from the Xfinity All-Star race. Tell us about your race there.
Well, I spent a lot of time just hanging out in the back. I was lagging a little bit the start of the first stage, so I dropped to the back, just kind of hang on. And as the race went on, got caught up in a couple wrecks, so went to the back a couple more times. Car was fast. I had enough speed to get back up to the front, but I'm just glad that I was able to run with the Cup guys. Hope to be up in Cup next season, and this kind of gave me a judge on my ability level, being able to run with the Cup guys. So it was a lot of fun. It's a different ball game up there. Those guys are fast, and they make a little bit more daring moves than what I'm used to running in Xfinity. So it was a fun time.
Did you I regards to your setup from the Cup Series to the Xfinity Series, did you think about making any changes going into this in between races here to try and make yourself a little bit better, or what were you thinking?
No, I'm brand new to custom setup, so I just copied my Xfinity setup, put it in the Cup car, and raised the I don't know, I think it was a track bar or sway bar or something, one notch, and it worked pretty good. It was fast. I could run the high line a lot better in the Cup car than I could in the Xfinity car. And I figured out that's where you had to make the passes at, so I just kind of hung up there and got the runs as they came.
Well, if I may, sir, it looks like you aren't a rookie when it comes to setup racing. So we appreciate you joining us tonight for both of the Xfinity and Cup Series All-Star races. Thank you so much, Dale. You performed well out there, very admirably. Came home with a couple top three finishes. So great job, sir.
Thank you.
All right, let me see. Has Twoon joined us at all? Is he in here? No. All right. Well, then, in that case, we will call it a night. Once again, I want to thank you all for joining us here for Hammer Down Racing Cup Series All Star Racing. Once again, tomorrow night will be the Truck All Star Race from Homestead-Miami Speedway. 33 laps around the 1.5 mile speedway. And then next week, all three series will take on the Lady in Black, the track too tough to tame, Darlington Raceway. Um, I we bid you good night, and we will see you next time. And don't forget to leave nothing on the table. Hammer down.